everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thanks for watching my tutorial today. This is a request tutorial. I've had a couple of people now ask for me to do a larger reinforced gift box. So quite a few months ago now I done a small reinforced gift box which I believe was 4x4, and today I have this 6x6 reinforced gift box for you. So it's a really lovely one. It uses 2 full pieces of 12x12 cardstock, and it's paper, it's not card, but because you fold it up on top of each other it makes it nice and strong. And then the lid that I've got here, so you can see inside, because it's reinforced, you get a really nice inside detail to your box as well. And you could also, I thought afterwards when I put it all together, but it'd be really nice if you stamped something there as well. If it's plain that you've got, it'd be really nice to have like surprise, or you know, just a nice fun sentiment. I thought that was quite good. And then this is the lid, which I've just used plain white, and then I've layered up 3 coordinating colours card, and then I just finished with a nice little decoration on the top. So hopefully you like this one. Let's crack on and make it. So you are going to need, oh, I've got all this rubbish on my surface. Actually, I ate some chocolate Oreos, so I think it's the crumbs from that, but never mind, sorry. Right, so you will need, let's just get rid of these. They're the dies that I've used there for this detail here. I'll share all the links in my blog below. The paper pack I've used is, again, I get these in China, so the only place you can get this particular brand, which is Eno Greeting, is on AliExpress. I don't use AliExpress out here. We've got lots of other Chinese websites that sell all the craft supplies, so I brought this 12x12 paper pack from there, but you can get it on AliExpress. Again, I'll share the links. But there's some nice, I mean, I'm not really into the scrapbooking, but I did like these flowers for other things. Plain pink and whites, you got some other ones there. Teapots are fun. You get a few of these things. Again, they're not really my kind of style. I might use the odd ones. And there was another nice one, this here. Really love that print. I think that's really nice. So today I'm using the polka dots. So these are 2 pieces of 12x12, and then you need 1 piece of 10 1/16 of an inch squared. Okay, so it's just that little bit over. Don't worry if it's not exact, because this piece is going to be folded. It's going to be the piece that folds inside, so if it's not completely flush with the inside there, it won't really matter. It will all make sense when we come to making it. So that's those 2 pieces, and then these bits here. So this is, I've already prepared this one, so this is going to stick on top in the middle of my lid there. So for the larger white, that's 5 3/4 square. Then the blue one is 5 1/2 inches square, and then the top white one is 5 1/4 inch squared. Okay, so if you want to do that same kind of thing, and then I've just got 2 circle die cuts there and a little stamp. Then you need, because we're using the full width of the 12x12 papers, you have to make these little hinges to join it together. You won't see any of this, this all gets hidden, but you need 2 pieces of 1 inch by 3 inches. Okay, right, so starting with a piece of your 12x12, you want to score along your 12-inch side. You are going to score, let me just check, I can see where I've got a glare shining on my board. Okay, so you're going to score at, let me get the right, yeah, okay, so you want to score at 6 inches and at 9 inches, and then rotate, and then you want to score at 6 inches all the way down. You want to do that on both pieces of the 12x12. Then grab your lid, which is that 10 1/16 of an inch, and you're going to score any side, because they'll all be the same. First of all, you want to score at 1 inch and then at 2 inch. Excuse me. Then pull the card out slightly, and then you want to score at 8 1/8 of an inch and 9 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Actually, that card is 10. No, it is. It's 10 1/16. Sorry, it's fine. I'm just chatting to myself. Right. Then rotate and then do that again. So score at 1 inch, at 2 inches, and then pull the card out slightly and score at 8 1/8 of an inch and 9 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Right, that's, oh yeah, and then these two little tabs. So along the 1 inch side, you're just going to score it 1/2 inch and just do that on both of those tabs, okay? Right, that's all the scoring, so you can get rid of your board. And again, grab one of your 12 by 12 pieces and get your scissors. And what you want to do, so if I flip this over, so you can see here, you've got these 4 rectangles and then 2 large 6 by 6 squares. That's your base. So you want to cut up, and if you cut either side of the score line and cut the score line out, so you're basically giving yourself, you'll be cutting like a slightly just under 1/8 of an inch kind of little notch. And it just means, as I say in pretty much every video, you get a much smoother finish. Okay, so you can see there that I've cut a chunk out, so you can see my green board underneath. So that's what you want, just a little bit, you don't have to do too much. Then rotate it, so you've now got these 4 rectangles facing you, and you just want to cut down the middle, just down to the first score line. And again, cut either side of again, there you can see how much I've taken out. So then you can just burnish both of those. That one. And in half. Okay, so just repeat that on that second piece that you've got, and then you will have 2 pieces like so. Okay, just move my box away there because it's in my way. Okay, so now you need those little tabs, and all you want to do is fold it in half and just slightly notch off both ends. So you can see the shape I've got there. It's just slightly like a little arrow on each end. Okay, so just do that on both the pieces that you've got. And you want to put some tape on the backs of both these. I'm using my red tape because obviously this is holding the box together. Okay, so just put the tape on those. And then what you want to do is basically one hinge is going to attach these 2 together here. And then it's going to go on the other end here to attach the 2 outer parts. So first of all, we'll work on this middle bit here. So just take off one side first, and if you turn it over and then line it up, it's easier, I think, doing it this way. So just hover it over the top, and once you're happy with where it is, pop that down like so, and then again flip this one over, and again just hover that over the top so you get a nice join. My polka dots almost join up there, that's good, like so. Okay, so that's what you want, because obviously you're going to see that, but that's a really nice, I'm happy with that join there. So you can pick either the left side or the right side, doesn't matter. I'm going to do this side here, and just again do this one. So again, just lie it down and just hover that over the top so you get your score lines all lined up, and then fold it in half and then bring this half over. Like so. Okay, so you can see it's starting to come together. You can see my paper's quite flimsy. I think it's only 160, this paper, so it's not, but once it all comes together, you can see there, you get a really nice, strong piece. Now I am using Tombow tacky glue because this does dry strong, so you do want a glue that works well with paper. I've also got the Aleena's glue, but the Tombow is really good as well. If you've got a wet glue and it's going to warp, especially on thin paper, I wouldn't use it because the box will just look terrible. It will be it won't be straight, and the overall look of it won't be very nice. So you do need to make sure you've got a good glue. So all I'm doing is folding over 2 of these like so, and start with this one here first. I'm just going to put some, okay, so just pop a bit on there, and then kind of lift it up on its side, and you just want to fold that piece in back on itself. Okay, and then get your bone tool and just spread all of that glue out so that all sets nicely. Okay, and then rotate it onto this next one, because now you've got the box shape forming. So again, I'll just fold that one over. So now I'm going to glue this one here. Okay, and again, and as you fold this one in, it goes over those hinges, so it just secures them and hides them. And this is just a good way of getting the most of that paper and literally using every single piece of it. So there's no waste with this project. Okay, and just do that on the other two. Okay, so that's my 4 pieces done there. So now you want to flip it over, and it doesn't matter which one you want to put down first, but that one there is going down on its own, so I'll put that one in place like so. And again, just put a thin layer of glue. I'll just get my other one out, I think. Like so, and bring this one over. And then if you flip it over, grab a ruler and just kind of put it into place like so. Turn it over, and we'll spend more time on that side in a minute, but you can just get them all over for now. Okay, more glue. You can use double-sided tape if you want, so you know, don't worry if you don't have the good wet glue. Just use tape. It'll just take you that little bit longer, but it still works fine. Just like I said, this glue dries rock hard, and if I show you this here, this base is solid, and it's the same card, but it's a really, really strong, so I know I can fill that up. And then the last piece, and this piece, just spend a little bit more time on the edges, just so you get a nice overall finish. Okay, so that's my base all done. Just again, make sure that's all spread out. Now you've got a nice inside there. This paper's a little bit thinner, you can kind of see the polka dots through, but I still think that looks nice. Okay, so leave that to one side now, that can kind of set and do its thing. So you've now got that lid, which you would have already stored, like so. This paper wasn't such a good pad that I took it from. You can see it's got other colours there on it, but because that's going to be folded inside, I wasn't too worried. Okay, so you've got all your score lines. So what you want to do is I'll start from the bottom left hand side, and then you just want to cut all the way down past that first score line and down to the second, and then again all the way down to that second. So you've got 2 tabs. Rotate, cut this one out slightly on the angle there, cut that one out, so you've now got this little square tab. And then just slightly take a little notch off of each side, and a little notch off the top of that one. Okay, so that is what you want to have. So again, rotate, and I'm going to do this one here, and you want it to mirror that, so completely rotate, flip it so that this end's now facing away from you. So again, you just want to cut all the way down that one, all the way down that one, again cut that one slightly on an angle, cut that one out completely, and again just notch off a little bit there. Okay, so you've got the same, and then you want to mirror that now to the same on this side, so just come down to this end here and just cut up and do the same. Okay, so that's what you want to have. So now while it's still nice and flat, actually yeah, burnish your sides and then we'll stick the top on. So I'm just going to stick my decoration onto the top there in the middle, and it should have a nice little border. So I've just put some double-sided tape on my one there. Okay. And then we can start putting it together. So what you want to do is pop some glue on these little tabs here. Concentrate, kind of hog the score line there, because that's obviously the corner of the lid that's going to be joining. So let's put it on all of it. Okay, and then you just want to bring it down and fold it over to form a corner like so. And just work around to the next side. And just repeat that on all four corners. So that's all of the corners in, and now you just need to put all the flaps in. So again, you can use double-sided tape if you want to just run it along the inside there. I'm just going to, again, just use a little bit of glue. You don't need to worry too much, and you just want to fold it down. And as you fold each one down, again, just with your bone tool, just rub it across just so it spreads out the glue, and it also gives you a really nice sharp side to your lid. Okay. So you just want to repeat that on the other corners. So there's the lid, nice and strong. Considering that was made from quite thin card, you get a really nice, you know, strong lid there. And once that glue sets a bit more as well. So then it should just fit nice and snug because of that 10 1/16 of an inch. And there you have it. A really lovely gift box. So I've got 2 now all ready for their purpose. A little bit more masculine, I'd say, as well, in terms of the colours and stuff. I guess the print there's a little bit girly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hope you liked them. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel to see more. And thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.